Hey everybody, it's Sam. This is my initial post for Module 4, and I would like to talk about the ageism towards older people motion graphic video. I felt that it was very engaging, and I really enjoyed it because I was able to see the statistics versus just someone talking about them. Some discrimination acts that were listed in this motion video was disrespect, being ignored, patronized, insults, and abuse. I think abuse was the one that stood out the most to me. I wouldn't have really thought about it, but just hearing it, you start thinking about it, and that it probably does actually happen in every day. And then that there are 4 different levels: personal, interpersonal, institutional, and cultural. For personal, values, beliefs, and feelings. And that goes into people feeling that they're fragile, ill, or helpless, and that they're unfit for work. And I found that very interesting because in my community college leadership class, we talk about how presidents of the community college systems can be anywhere from 60s to 70s. People are staying in their careers longer, so it was just very interesting to hear that. And then for interpersonal, speaking louder towards people, I never really thought about it that way. Like, I hear my mom talking to my granny all the time at a louder tone because of her hearing loss. But on the other hand, people her age, maybe possibly older or younger, might not have that hearing loss. So we can't always assume. And then helping people because you may think that they're considered weak, as the video put it. And that goes from actions, behaviors, and language. Moving on to institution, there are rules, procedures, and policies that are put into place to protect the rights of older people. And the one act that talked about was the Act of Demonstration of 1975, and that is to fail or refuse to hire or to discharge someone based off of their age. And it stated that the employers are responsible to regulate these, to make sure that people aren't getting discriminated against their age, but sometimes they fail at doing that, and they'll state that that was not the reason why they're being let go or fired, even though it very well could be. And then it goes on to talk about medical needs and that doctors make assumptions based on age versus the ability that someone has. And recently, for professional development credit and for my job, I had to watch these different videos on discrimination. And one thing that it talked about was age. And the one that popped out the most to me was sayings like over the hill, someone that's just turned 50 and they're going on the other side of life, per se. And it was really funny because we had just thrown our dean a little birthday party, and she just turned 50, so we had over the hill signs in the break room, and just something that is a saying. You don't really know whether it's discrimination or not, but it can be taken in that way. I found the 2 questions fascinating that were asked to 55,000 people in 28 different countries. What age is the end of youth, and what age does a person become old? Greece said for 51 to 52 for the end of youth, and 68 for when a person becomes old, and in Norway 33 to 34 for youth, and then Turkey 55 for when a person becomes old. And it's really interesting that these questions vary from culture to culture and country to country, as it pointed out. And one thing I found interesting and constantly think, and tell my nieces this as well: when you're younger, you always want to be older, 13 going on 30, whatever the case may be. But then when you get older, you reminisce on the younger days and you want to be young again. And the most important message that I found for this video, and I will keep in mind, that people do not come with an expiration date, and I correspond that with milk and bread, so I will not be milk and bread, and I will not look at other people like milk and bread. So, hope you like my analogy on that one. And I also hope y'all have a great night, and I look forward to seeing your post. Have a great night. Bye.